Code, standard and specification.
What is code, standard and specification? Standard can be defined as a set of technical definitions and guidelines, how-to instructions for designers and manufacturers. They serve as a common language defining quality and establishing safety criteria. Examples: ASTM standard, ISO standard.
What is code, standard and specification? Why standard is required? Why? Standards are documents that establish engineering or technical requirements for products, practices, methods or operations. Build confidence about quality in users, lower the cost of production as requirements are standardized. What is code, standard and specification? Code. A code is a standard that has been adopted by one or more in governmental bodies and has the force of law, or when it has been incorporated into a business contract.
What is code, standard and specification? Only if regulatory body in your country has adopted said code as law. If not, code will serve as generally accepted guidelines for design, construction and installation. Examples: ASME boiler and pressure vessel code, AWST 1.1 etc.
What is code, standard and specification? Why code is required? Providing a set of rules that specify the minimum acceptable level of safety for manufactured, fabricated or constructed objects. Also refer out to standards or specifications for specific details on additional why not requirements specified in the code itself. What is code, standard and specification? Specification: a specific description of the design and materials used to make something. They are a set of instructions and or requirements over and above requirements given in code and standard. What is code, standard and specification? Specification must meet requirements. Examples: company provided specification, product specification. What is code, standard and specification? Why specification is required? Specific why. Specifications: additional requirements for materials, components or services above and beyond code or standard requirements, often generated by private companies. Address additional requirements provide to applicable to a specific product or application. Piping code and standard provide a set of requirements for a safe, reliable and economical installation and operation throughout the life of process plant. Provide consistent dimensions and ratings so that components will fit together, improve system reliability, cost saving.
ASME B31.3 Process Piping Code cover. Scope of ASME B31.3 Code: requirements for materials, components, design, fabrication, assembly, erection, examination, inspection, and testing of piping.
Material standard cover. Manufacturing process: open hearth, O, electro furnace, EF, basic oxygen, BO, hot cold drawing, forging, extruding, bending, piercing, rolling, etc. Chemical and mechanical property of raw material and finished product: 1201 carbon, 78 carbon, manganese, sulfur, silicon, Cr, Mo, Ni, etc. Yield, tensile strength, elongation, hardness, etc. Material standard cover. Heat treatment requirements: normalizing, stress relieving, annealing, solution annealing, etc. Mechanical testing requirements: tensile test, bending test, flattening tests, impact testing, etc. NDT examination, inspection and testing requirements: radiography, dye, liquid penetrant or magnetic particle, ultrasonic, visual, etc. Material standard cover. Acceptable tolerance for imperfection, defect repairs, extent of repair, method of repair and acceptance level, marking and certification requirements: manufacturer's name or brand, the specification and grade, heat no, length, dimension, etc. Material standard for process piping components. Material standard cover. Supplementary requirements: these are the requirements mentioned in purchase order and are over and above the standard requirements as per purchaser's need. General requirements, product finishing, ordering information, packing, etc. See example ASTM Section 01, Section 02 and Section 03. Dimension standard cover. Different standard for different components gives product-specific requirements, pipe sizes, inside and outside diameters, wall thickness, schedules, permissible variance, markings and weight of pipe. ASME B36.10 welded and seamless wrought iron pipes. ASME B36.19 stainless steel pipe. Dimension standard pipe fittings, sizes, inside and outside diameters, wall thickness, ratings, end preparation, tolerances and marking requirements, butt welded fittings. ASME B16.9 factory-made rod butt welding fittings. ASME B16.28 wrought steel butt welding, short radius elbows and return socket and threaded fittings. ASME B16.11 forged steel fittings, socket welding and threaded. Dimension standard flange. Pressure temperature ratings, materials, dimensions, tolerances, marking and testing. Flange bolting dimension and gasket requirements are also included. NPS 2 through NPS 24. ASME B16.5 pipe flanges and flanged fittings. NPS 26 through NPS 60. ASME B16.47 large diameter steel flanges. Dimension standard branch connection. Pressure temperature ratings, size and types, materials, dimensions, tolerances, marking and testing. MSSSP 97, bolting included in flange. Dimension standard ASME B16.5 B16.47. Dimension standard gasket. Materials, dimensions, tolerances, and markings for metal ring joint gaskets, spiral wound metal gaskets, and metal jacketed gaskets and type of filler material. ASME B16.20 metallic gaskets for pipe flanges, ring joint, spiral wood, and jacketed. ASME B16.21 non-metallic flat gaskets for pipe flanges. What we have learned. Code, standard and specification benefits. Material standard, dimension standard.